That's right. Hey, we back. This is Talking OC. I'm your host, OC. Big AC is in the building.
What's happening with you, baby?
I'm chilling, man. I ain't seen you in a while.
I know, man. It's been a crazy little couple weeks, man, but a good productive couple weeks. So I guess we won't complain, man.
No, not at all.
Yeah. Jumped on this little board and looked at these games this week coming up, man. Got some barn burners, and man, got some good ones going on this week.
Hey, it's a lot. They got a lot of games on slate this weekend.
Yeah. Heck yeah, man. Outside of the sports, man, what you been eyeballing this week?
Oh man, this relationship stuff been killing me all over the internet. People not understanding that you are responsible for your own happiness.
Yeah.
Nobody can make you happy. You know what I'm saying? You can't always seek out the women can't always seek out the guy with the most money, because the guy with the most control is a hard thing to deal with.
Yeah. Hey, straight up, man. And you know what's funny is like we have entered such an automatic like society these days, right? Like people get pissed because they send you 3 messages in 30 minutes and you haven't responded, and it's like, yo, just because you're on the third message doesn't mean you get a quicker response.
Yes.
It just means that your ass is sending a bunch of messages in a few minutes, right? And like, dude, man, like we can only be where we're at, right? So people expect us to be 15,000 places. You know, I tell people all the time, I don't make AI versions of myself. When you see me, that's where I'm at. So like, yeah, people think that everybody's duplicating and bubbling and making 5 of themselves to be everywhere they can be. But yeah, no, man, people can only one man, 2 hands. I tell the people I work with all the time. Only be in one place doing one thing at a time. So yeah, y'all have a little patience out there in this little microwave society we live in.
Have a little patience. And I was just marvel. I mean, I was just like at awe at some of the responses some of these women give about who they're looking for and what their standards are. I mean, it's good to have high standards and everything, but when you got a fella that works hard, and he's trying to incorporate you in his life, and he's trying to like that. What's the rush?
Man, what is the rush? You know what? And at the same time, too, like, yeah, it's great to have high standards. You know, none of us should ever settle for anything less than what we feel like we deserve. But you feel like you deserve, right? Like, you should be bringing something equivalent to the table in some type of way. Just to be reasonable within the realm of your own understanding and your own expectations and your own desires. Like to say you want $1 million person, but you still want to be ghetto and wild. That's crazy, because they have $1 million social life that requires you to be a little more refined, requires you to be a little more this and that. So like, ladies, guys, everybody, you know, you're looking for these sugar daddies and sugar mamas, right? But more money, more control, more money, more problems, right? Nobody gives away anything in this world, is what I figured out in my you know, multiple decades on this planet. Is ain't nothing for free, and like, yo, good friends use each other the right way, right? Like me and OC, we both use each other in the real way, in the right way. It's authentic, it's real. If he need me, he reach out. He could use me. If I need him, I'm gonna reach out. I could use him. We're not gonna abuse each other.
No.
Now, that's the difference, right? Abuse is when you get to the wrong standard or the stage of the relationship. But man, there's nothing wrong with the proper use of your people and resources around you. That's part of what they're there for.
Exactly. I think the same way. I started talking about early fostering good relationships with people. That's like a rarity. People don't put too much importance on making these relationships with people. And I was telling people earlier today that you can make a relationship with somebody in prison. You make
Yeah,
a good relationship with somebody anywhere, and
yeah,
and from the validity and from the authenticity of it, um,
right.
can carry you a long way.
Man, dude, a long way, and when something organic and authentic is bonded over, right, like that goes nowhere, man. People don't forget that, they don't let that go, and it's like, man, yo, the crazy thing that I've learned is this, man. I've met multiple different industries and different things that wanted to try out, and the main thing that I've noticed, the primary component, man, is fostering those solid relationships, right? The
Hmm.
relationships I got with people go further than what label we working with or what contractor we're dealing. Boom. You got a good relationship. Somebody may go all the way to the left and leave the situation you in and call you and say, "Hey, I found better for us over here." Right? Boom.
Hmm.
That comes from the relationships, and that, man. Hey, I guess I'll just keep that up secret sauce to ourselves. But that's the
But that I
that's
already
the
know that. I knew that. I've been knowing that for a long time.
yeah.
That's why I try to be fair and honest. Fair and honest.
Straight up.
And
Straight up.
when you that way, there's nothing can hurt anything. Somebody's feelings may get hurt because you're honest, but I'd rather
Man.
have that than you sitting up here looking at me like I'm a stooge or something. Like I,
Hey, all day, like how today, perfect segue for this. I'm gonna just have to be honest about a game that I was looking at over here on this picks, man. It's a sick one. This is the Battle of Maryland going on over here, the Battle of the State of Maryland. And I gotta say, man, I'm gonna be honest. This week, I'm gonna have to pick them Commanders over them Ravens. What you think about that? Talking with OC.
well, I think the Commanders is having a great season.
Yeah,
I think their offense is clicking, but but um, the we got to understand that they're new.
they are new.
They're new to
They
this. They're new to this. The Baltimore Ravens are true to this.
are absolutely.
So even though we having some problems on defense, where we can't stop a runny nose, I think we'll make enough plays to
Right.
make enough plays to take somebody's heart and send them home because they coming to see us this weekend.
Yeah, and I gotta say, and part of that is too, man. The last couple of times I picked our squads, they didn't live up to the thing, so they didn't live up to the expectations
Ooh,
that week. So I figured
who
I'd
are
go
you
a
talking?
different way with it.
Who are you talking about? They didn't live up to the expectation.
No,
What
no,
team?
the last time I picked our teams, they
Okay.
had a bad week. They had a bad week, so I figured, you know what? Let me go
Yeah.
a different. Let me jump off a different route this week.
Yeah, but what about that division game up there in Seattle? The division game.
Man, you know what? Hey, I got to say like this, man. If the 49ers don't bring their A game tonight, they will be 2-4, man. But they can actually take a share of first place, maybe even sole hold of first place tonight if they win. But they're going to have to get it done over them Seahawks that I'm picking by 3.
I'm picking the Seahawks too. I'm picking the Seahawks
Yeah.
because it's hard to go in there and win
Yeah.
on a short week after the things that transpired last week, the craziness that happened last week. It's hard to go in there and
And,
come out with a victory. So I'm picking Seattle for that one.
yeah.
Not because
Yeah.
not because I dislike the Niners. It's just that that's how I'm feeling.
No, but you know what? It's a factual pick. And did the 49ers fix the kicker situation? And this is bigger than just the last game, right? That's
Hmm.
why I said the Seahawks by 3,
Hmm.
because in a game of divisional foes and rivals that's usually going to be played pretty evenly till the end, if
Hmm.
one team got a for sure kicking situation and the other one don't, to me, that's advantage to the team that got the right special teams.
Oh yeah, and so I'm rolling with the Seahawks, but I just want to let you know I put a call in to the 49ers organization this week. I told them I'm available to kick if they
Oh,
need me.
okay,
Like,
okay.
they haven't returned my calls.
Spot duty only. I got you. Man,
what,
yeah.
what
So,
about that? What about that Steelers Ravens? I
oh
mean
man, still
Raiders.
Steelers
Steelers
Raiders.
Raiders.
I'm going
Steelers
Steelers
Raiders.
over. I got to go Steelers over the Raiders.
I think it's too much controversy going on in the Raider town. It's too much. It's too much. It's too much other than football. Them thinking
Yeah,
about other things than football. So I think the Steelers coming off that
yeah,
loss that they had at the hands of a division. Well, that was a division
yeah,
opponent.
yeah.
So I'm going with the Steelers.
Man,
Steelers.
and plus, not to mention, the Steelers got the best quarterback problems to have. They get the best that I've seen out of Justin Fields is out of his
Yeah.
whole career, but they also got Russell Wilson back this week.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what does Tomlin do? You know, if anybody can write that type of a what they would call distraction is Tomlin. I ain't worried about his ability to control the room. So yeah, I got, like you said, I got to go Steelers there too. Man, my next one I was looking at was kind of interesting. Lions and Cardinals.
The Cardinals have been looking pretty good.
They have been looking pretty good, man. And I can make all the excuses I want to for my sorry ass 49ers last week. But besides the kicking woes, man, what I saw with the Cardinals is a team that controlled the clock. They controlled the flow of that game against us. I haven't seen nobody really control the line against the 49ers like the Cardinals did last week. So I'm going to have to say, yeah, I'm going Lions over the Cardinals. But this should be an interesting battle.
Are you sure? Are you sure that that's who's playing each other this week? Is the Lions and
Oh, I'm
Cardinals?
sorry, I said Lions. Yeah, I'm going Lions over the Cowboys. I'm sorry.
Oh, all day. They're gonna all day.
I'm
All day.
sorry. It was Cardinals over the Packers. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cardinals over the Packers. Packers look a little distracted, man. A little disheveled, kind of like the Niners this year. They starting off below the mark.
Below the mark.
Below the mark, man. Below the mark.
Below the mark. I think so. I think so. I'm interested in watching some of this Cowboy game. If I can watch the Lions and Cowboys, because I like the Lions defense. I like the Lions.
Yeah, see, I'm expecting the Lions to be too physical for them Cowboys. Historically, that's their Achilles heel, and the Lions might be the most physical
in the mouth team. And you can win.
Yeah, Lions might be the most physical team in the league this year, and it's been my team up to now. But the Lions look like it.
I think that's true because they take on the identity of their head coach.
And they got a beast up. They got a real man's man up there in front of them in the Motor City out there in Detroit.
Speaking of coaches, the Jets fired their coach this week.
Robert Saleh is available to be the defensive coordinator of the 49ers again, huh?
He's available.
He is available. You know, actually, I would take him back in a heartbeat. I would take him. Yeah, shit, I would take him back in a heartbeat. So, what, they get rid of Saleh so they could get Devontae Adams? What's the move?
No, I think they got rid of him because of his record and because somebody had to be the scapegoat of what they're going through this season already. Listening to Aaron Rodgers talk about the situation, I think that's just exactly what it was. They didn't want to hire him in the first place. One of the brothers out there that's on the Jets, he didn't want to hire him in the first place. So they probably made a dollar bet like they did on Trading Places, and they just had to pay up. Yeah, one of the other brothers just had to pay up.
No, you know what? And I'm pretty sure they really didn't, man. They run a lot of that Rooney Rule action, right? Where they hire a minority coach to get the draft pick compensations, to get these different things. And there's 3 or 4 different compensations that they put out there for teams that take that chance, man. And I ain't gonna lie, like the 49ers, they didn't took advantage of that from the opposite side of it.
Yeah,
they hire an assistant minority coach and they become the next head coach of the whatever's, leading me to the next head coach tandem touch. What you got, Texans over Patriots?
Yeah, all day. We take a like on that one. We take a like on that one. I'm just in love with that Stroud kid. His poise. I'm in love with that. I like how he can bring you down the field and get you a win.
No doubt. And I ain't gonna lie, they went out and showed me that they are invested in this kid too, because they went out and got Stephon Diggs, right?
Yeah.
He was the one thing that I could say that offense was missing last year, was a big play threat, a third down go-getter. Like, they didn't have a real staple guy out there on the outside last year. They had a couple of players that was all right, but nobody that had that dog in them like Diggs.
Nobody. So I guess they are trying to build around this kid, and I just think he'll go get you a winning touchdown, or set up put you in enough space for your kicker to get busy.
Oh yeah, but I gotta say, a little update on this Niners game, man. My favorite new man crush, Mustafa, on the 49ers just came and picked the ball off in this first quarter. Woo. Man, that man he's a stud, man. Yeah, Mustafa, he's a rookie that they picked up, man.
Who practice squad they signed him off of?
Well, no, he was our undrafted dude. We picked him up. we you know
Oh,
we did the intel on him, and man, Brody, man, he's a fresh out rookie this year, man. Bro looked like a fourth year linebacker already, but he plays safety.
okay,
Yeah,
okay. So that
yeah,
so he got those pursuit skills.
man, he do
He
though.
got those ball hawk and pursuit skills. Okay, all right.
Yeah, so 49ers did a little something for their sorry ass self right now. What you got with them Bucks and Saints?
I'm going Bucks.
Going Bucks,
I'm
okay.
going Bucks, and the reason why I'm going Bucks is because I like the defense and I like they quarterback.
Yeah.
I like how he's been playing,
Hey,
and
I ain't gonna lie.
the Saints got a little rattled the last couple of
Yeah.
weeks.
Yeah, they really have. I ain't gonna lie. I was making jokes at the beginning of the season that, oh my God, was Dennis this gonna be Dennis Allen year to win the trophy out there at New Orleans, but I guess not. They having more of a hurricane out there than they is a Mardi Gras. So
Yeah,
yeah, I'm rocking with you on that one, man. I gotta pick them Bucks, man. What's up to my folks over there? Yeah, your ham, yeah,
you have right podcast.
you got dang right, man.
Yeah,
My favorite Bucks fan in the land, man.
yeah,
Shout
you
out to
have
you.
right podcast. I had to re get in contact with them over
Yeah.
that crazy stuff that happened, but we'll talk about that later.
We'll
But
talk about that one. Yeah, we'll talk
yeah,
about that one at a close later date.
yeah.
So we also got Giants and Bengals. This
Oh
is an
man,
interesting game this year.
this is going to be a real interesting game. The Bengals can score.
Yes, they can.
They can score, and they can score every time they touch the football. So
Yes.
I'm not liking the Giants that much. So I'm going with the Bengals.
Wow. Well, here goes definitely an opposition pick for me. I'm going with them Giants, man, who have actually shown a little bit more stability.
Mm.
You are right about the Bengals, man. They got the ability to touch the ball and keep up with Mahomes or whoever else. But what I see out of the Giants, man, is kind of like that old traditional game of football. They ain't asking Daniels to do too much. They ain't asking number 8 to do too much, man. He's out there comfortable in the pocket, running off play action. I thought the running game was going to be dead without Saquon Barkley. But to my surprise, they kind of middle of the pack, 10th, I think, in the league in rushing this year. I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna go with the Giants and that stability attack.
Okay, okay. Well, I mean, that's cool. But uh, the Bengals. What's his name? Joe Burrow.
Oh
He
yeah,
he looked like he can sling it with
yeah,
the best of them.
yeah,
That's what he looked like.
yeah,
Give him
yeah.
a
No,
shot.
you ain't kidding.
Give him a
You ain't
shot.
lying at all. You ain't lying at all. And so I would say that like the next interesting match to me, what you think about Titans and Colts?
That's one I really haven't really paid attention to
Yeah.
those two teams.
Okay.
The coach, I do like that they got my guy Joe Flacco back there, orchestrating some things. So and Tennessee has been one of those teams I think
Yeah.
in rebuild mode because they got
Yeah.
rid of their coach last year and
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did.
and I do like the coach, so I'm gonna go with the coach. I like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
coach. I'm gonna go with the
Yeah,
coach.
no, I'm lined up right with you right there on them Colts, man. Like you said, I like what they got going with Joe Flacco is always going to be steady at QB, man. You can't hate on his success, man, and what he's able to do. And he might not overwhelm you all the time, but he going to be in the game. He going to keep him in the game. He going to keep his turnovers down in the whole bit, which kind of brings me to another matchup that's kind of volatile in that way: Eagles and Browns. Like,
Oh, I know you was gonna come. I know you was gonna say something about them.
yeah,
I'm gonna go with the Eagles just because they need it. I think they need it. They need it. They
no,
need
they do.
the
They
Browns.
do.
The Browns got too many problems in they out of their
Yeah,
quarterback.
yeah.
So we'll see. But I'm going with the Eagles because I think they have more stability, like you
I,
like
I,
to say. They have more
I'm gonna agree with you there. I'm gonna agree with you there because we don't even really know what's going on with the Browns at quarterback. And let's not lie, man. When they picked up Deshaun Watson, right, I was like kind of jealous and kind of like that's on them, right? At the same time, because Deshaun Watson, before all them allegations and stuff, bro, he was one of the premier quarterbacks in this league.
because he was protected.
He was protected,
He
man.
was
And
protected. He's not
yeah,
protected out there in Brownland this year.
no,
And
no,
let's talk about that.
yeah, yeah,
Folks, how can your quarterback do a good job if his eyes is down? His eyes got to
man,
be up. He got to be going through his progressions. He got to be
yeah,
able to get that ball out. He can't get
yeah,
it out when he worried about scrambling around and when
man.
D tackles coming to lay on him.
And you know what's funny, right? Like you would think the game will recognize game, meaning that like they got such a talented defensive front that you would think that even with some average Joes on the offensive line, that they would be able to be pretty decent, right? Because you going against Myles Garrett and all of them every day in practice. But I ain't
No,
gonna.
they,
It
they,
ain't
they
rubbing
don't they
off.
don't practice like that nowadays.
Oh yeah, I guess not. Because I'm about to say, man, it ain't rubbing off, man. Them
Yeah,
dudes, they can't, man, they can't block or nothing, man. They like you
yeah.
say,
Not to save their life out there in the Browns country,
yeah.
and
So that
they got to go to the vet to see the Eagles. We're gonna
right.
see.
That's it. And I feel bad, but this might turn it around for him too, though. But they do get my dude back, the running back. Now I had his name and it just slipped me because I'm getting mature.
Oh, we just. There you go. He probably come back. Um, there you go. You back. What happened?
Yeah, yeah. So
You got WD-40 on your internet.
yeah, there we go. I'm back. But yeah, so they get their prize running back back in Cleveland, but I just don't think it's gonna be enough, man. I think they needed to kind
Chubb,
of protect him a little
Chubb,
better.
Chubb,
Yeah, Nick Chubb. Yeah,
Chubb,
Nick Chubb. Yeah. And
Chubb.
what does
Yeah,
he have left
yeah,
after the fifth
yeah.
ACL? Right.
Yeah. Chubb, come on, Chubb. Chubb
Yeah.
was great for a minute. He's great, and I think he would have he's
Yeah.
played that position as well as he can play it. Um, but let's see. We'll see.
Yeah, I mean, he got a physical running style that doesn't take no plays off, and
Yeah,
so because of that, like even with Christian McCaffrey this year, you're seeing that your more physical backs, the wear and tear does catch up with that ace eventually,
yeah,
and you start having these chronic ailments. So I hope everybody can get off the stretcher and
yeah.
on to the down.
What about them
Oh,
Chargers and Broncos?
I went with the Broncos this week. Yes, I did. Yeah, you know what? The Chargers seem a little lost right now. With all the star power that they got, man, they're hobbling.
The Chargers?
Yeah, they're
Oh yeah,
hobbling.
yeah. No, I get that. I agree. I think that they can only do so much in the first season with a new coach.
Yeah,
And with injuries always derail your plans.
yes, and the Chargers have been that team, right?
Mm-hmm.
That have been uber talented. If you look at their week one roster every year, they right up there with the top 4 or 5 teams as far as talent, like throughout that roster. But they always get them injuries at key positions, man, and like man, bang, like yeah. If I gotta pick out of one of the Bosa brothers, I'm glad at the one that we got in San Francisco,
Yeah, yeah,
because bro,
yeah,
because Joey is off hurt. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? He's often hurt. He's hobbled by this, hobbled by that. Leaving Khalil Mack out there on his own,
Leave
man.
Khalil Mack out there on his own. That's the problem they've been having. That's the problem they've
Man,
been having. They need both of them healthy
they need both of them healthy,
at the
man.
same time. Yeah, no, I
Yeah,
get it. I get it. But once they let this guy Harbaugh get a draft in,
yeah.
it's gonna be something to watch.
Oh yeah, it is because he's gonna make not just a schematic change, but he's gonna make cultural changes. You dig? And when you make cultural changes, man, you either make somebody shit get off the pot out there on the field, man, or oh man, okay, I'm a little distracted. 2nd and 5, boy, that nigga Purdy be dealing. Okay,
So you watching Vanilla Vic them get down,
I'm
huh?
watching. I'm watching Vanilla Vic over here. It's funny, man. My opinion with him is like, dude, he's elite in ways, right? But he ain't a 60 million to me. If I had to put a
That's
price
what the
tag,
market is, though.
that's where the market
That's what
is.
the market is, though.
I see 40. I see 40 out there.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
see $40 million on the field, right? But I
Okay.
don't know if I see the 60, man, or the 50 or whatever.
You don't see the 60.
I don't see the 60, man. I don't see the 60.
That's the market value, though. His market. That's
I
what the
know.
market is. These other quarterbacks getting what they getting. That you got to pay. They got to pay that.
Yeah. And what can I say? Because who I'm about to compare him to, who I think he's a little better than Dak Prescott, but he's kind of in that air of like, yeah, you've done some things, you haven't won it. You dealing. You got skills. Can't nobody say you ain't a legit NFL starting
Quarterback.
quarterback, maybe even
Yeah,
a Pro Bowler.
yeah.
But that next step, that's that 60. Like, I don't see that yet. I don't see that yet. But hey, to each their own opinions are like assholes, and everybody's got one.
Everybody's got one. I think.
You know?
We should move over to the Falcons Panthers.
Oh, Falcons and Panthers. Yeah, that's one that I'm pretty much. I ain't gonna even lie at all. I'm going with the Falcons on that one.
You going with the Falcons?
I got to go with the Falcons on that one,
Me
man.
too. Me too. I think they battle tested.
Yeah. I mean, you got Kurt. You know, I mean, what can we say, right? And let's see. I mean, yeah. What is there really to say? I guess about the Panthers. Oh no, he do got Andy Dalton starting now, huh?
Yeah, the redhead sensation.
Yeah, that's right. With the red rifle. You know
Yeah,
what? I'm still not gonna go Carolina here because
yeah,
I don't feel like they got the total assembly of pieces. But yeah, I'm gonna be interested to see whose season they spoil at the end of the year.
yeah.
Ooh.
I'm going with the Falcons too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going with the Falcons too.
Yeah, I ain't mad about that one. You know what? To me, that's a solid pick. We never really tap danced on the Jets and the Bills. Who you got?
Well, I'm going with the Bills. I'm going with the Bills. They need it, but then I want to go with the Jets because the
I'm a.
Jets got a complete team, and even though that they lost they coach.
Well, I'm
I,
gonna tell you, I'm going Jets, Jets. Can you see it?
yeah.
Is we in there? Jets. Yeah, hey, I love Aaron Rodgers in games after turmoil.
Yeah.
But remember his just relax, RELAX. Nigga, he took Green Bay on a run all the way to the championship. Right?
Yeah.
So like Aaron Rodgers coming off of a game where there's some confusion and turmoil within the club, he usually comes out and gives us a once in a lifetime performance. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and go with them Jets on that one.
Okay. Well, you changed my mind, and I'm going to move over to the Jets. Change my mind. I'm gonna circle the Jets as well for now. What
Yeah.
about the Jags and Bears?
Ooh, now this is one I
Last
like.
one.
I picked Jags.
Why?
Running game.
Running game. Running game.
We get into that part of the season.
What's the name of that running back that played for the Jaguars?
Etienne, Travis Etienne.
It's another one that they got.
See, now
It's
the other
another
one,
one that they Tank.
yeah,
They call him Tank. They
bro,
got another one.
yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna go with the Jaguars too because the Bears don't want none.
They don't really want that, but they got the more exciting passing game right now. The Bears do, but we at that part of the season where we all know that a passing game ain't enough. You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to stick it in that gut and go up middle.
Nah, a running game is don't sleep on it, man, because that sets up a lot of different things that your team can do on offense. When they got to bring somebody down in that box, when they got to bring somebody down in that box, that kills other teams. One-on-one matchups. You get these one-on-one matchups with these receivers. Are you killing? You gonna kill them?
That's real, because if you got a good competent signal caller, man, and you start sucking in that ace, that ninth man in the box, man, you're gonna tear that behind up on them fades and 9 routes and all that. Man.
All the way.
And all that comes off of a good solid passing game. And they still got baby Thor back there in Jacksonville, running the helm, right?
What's his name? The Golden Boy with
the Golden Boy. That's why I called him Baby Thor.
What's his name? I always forget his name.
So I mean, I know that he's still quarterbacking that team. He got the capability to make them throws in crucial moments. I think he's ready for a duel with Caleb Williams, and let's see.
Let's see. Yeah, that's gonna be nice. I think the Jags just got a stable team, like you say. The stability out there is just a little bit more.
Yeah, I do. I really do. But honestly, though, that's the one that I got highlighted as my matchup of the week. That's the game that's the game right there that if they said, man, right now $2.99 on NFL.com, I'm gonna go ahead and drop the $2.99 because I think the hitting is gonna be premium, and I think that's gonna be a good matchup.
Nice. Yep. You changed my mind on a couple of picks today.
Man, yeah, and we at that point in the season, man. What you made of, right?
What you made of?
All the gimmick plays have been seen. All the little fancy wrinkles have been put on display. Yeah. So now it's time to show us what your team is built around. And
it's my quarterback. That's my quarterback.
Don't be talking about my quarterback. Man. That's my quarterback.
I love T.O. Shout out to T.O. T.O.
Man,
is a dog.
shout
I love
out to
T.O.
T.O., man. Shout out to
Shout
T.O.
out to T.O. Shout out
Man,
to Richard Sherman too. Shout out to Richard Sherman.
hey, you know, for playing both sides of the fence better than anybody you've ever seen on a Thursday.
Yeah. No,
It's
that Legion of Boom was something
yeah,
nice
yeah,
to watch. They had a good
yeah,
defense going
yeah.
on out there in Seattle.
And even though people say that he was washed when he left and came to the Bay, I don't really think so. I think really he calibrated the secondary here to have a little expectation of being better.
Of being better. That's
Yeah.
like what Dion did when Dion came to the
Sure. To the
he
Bay.
came out to San Francisco to play
Yeah.
with them.
Yeah, no,
That's what he brought for that secondary.
I agree. You know what? Actually, it's funny how history kind of doubles over on itself like that, right? You know, you got Fred Warner, but I look at Patrick Willis, right, and I say like, you get this undersized linebacker out of nowhere. Actually, Warner was a freaking safety, you know,
Yeah.
but to have that eyeball to be able to kind of put a player in the off position and reap the benefits, like. Yeah. Ravens got that same type of a structure built, man. I hope to see both of these teams rebound. And don't be mad at me, Baltimore and San Francisco. I'm trying to reverse the psychology, the Steve Dollar and the Moon Group. Maybe if we go the opposite way, we can get a W this week.
No, it's all good. It's all good. That's why me. I stay around legends.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? I try to surround myself with people that know more than me about
right.
a lot of things because that's the only way I learn. That's the
That's
way I
it.
learn, other than
That's
reading
it.
stuff. So you know what I'm saying? Your knowledge is going a long way with me today because man, I changed my mind on a couple of
Man,
things.
Man, hey, and you know what too is one thing I'm realizing in this conversation that we have, and this is the beautiful thing about iron sharpening iron. It's like, man, your big brother's league from 2 or 3 years ago is not really as valid as you thought it was this year.
Yeah.
Those teams that have been the chalk and been the top picks just because they've been the top picks,
Mm-hmm.
well, them players don't look so much better than the rest of the players no more. And it's a new thing. It's a new league, new game. So let's enjoy the parity, man, and embrace the difference.
And embrace the difference. You remember when Seattle played in the AFC
Yes.
when they were
When
in
they
the
was the
same
Raiders.
division as the Raiders.
Yeah, when they was the Raiders fold. Yeah, wait,
Mm-hmm.
man. Hey,
Realignment. There's realignment. I wonder if they're gonna ever realign again and try to
yes,
realign again. I think that's how you keep parity going.
yes. No, you're right. You keep it fresh because a team can be dominant against these teams in their division, and then all of a sudden you switch them divisions up, and now you got a team that's struggling to be 500 in the AFC. You know, so
Yeah, because they haven't seen these teams a lot.
exactly. And them teams been sitting up on a wrinkle for their ass the whole time because they've been on top.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, man, nothing like healthy, friendly competition. You dig like the key is not to let it consume you, right? And that's the key to anything in life. Not to let the shit wrap you or dig you in so hard and consume you that it controls who you are.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, you gotta paint your own picture, man. You gotta
Yeah.
swing your own brush. You gotta swing your own hammer. You gotta do those things for yourself
Straight
and
up.
understand where you want to go and what you want to do. Because
Straight up.
if you always following somebody else, they're gonna lead somebody gonna lead you off that cliff.
Bro, they is right, and the cold thing is, the majority of cats that'll lead you off that cliff if you sitting back there snickering, talking about watch this nigga fall.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
When you hear him go, that's
Yeah.
when you know, man, that's some
You out of here.
cold.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And that's why I always kind of do what it is I feel like I should be doing.
That's it. No, that's it. And say what you feel like you're supposed to say. Like man,
what I feel like I'm supposed to say.
Sometimes I'm like, I don't know who's supposed to hear this, right? Who needed to hear this, but hey, this is what it is. Mm-hmm. Usually that's the things you get the most reaction from because somebody did need to hear that.
Somebody did need to hear that. That's right. And so with that being said, I like I don't necessarily have to know you as a person. I don't necessarily have to like you as a person. But if you're saying some stuff that's beneficial, I'm gonna listen.
I'm straight up. And if you teach us some game that I don't know, I'm gonna learn.
It don't got nothing to do with who you are or where you come from. It just got something to do with what you saying.
Man, it's straight up.
Putting out there, yeah. No, I come to that because I listen to some people religiously listen to some people, and I don't even know them, and I don't even know them, and I don't care too much to know what they do.
Right.
What they do, but
Right.
when you speak in the right when you speaking in the right tone and you speaking the right things,
Yeah.
I want to hear that.
Man, hey, straight up, dude. And for the first time in our lives, probably, man, we in the time and the era of the truth, man. Go ahead and revel in that shit and soak that up and get as much of that juice and that flavor as you can.
Because it's only gonna help you in the long run. It's only gonna help you in the long run.
Yeah,
Yep.
straight up.
And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to stay away. I'm trying to stay around for the long
Man.
haul.
Man, hey, and you know, sometimes you're gonna face attacks and snares and shit that people trying to drag you down into their misery. And as long as you stay in the high vibrational realm of where you're at, dude, they will never be able to drag you down. They'll only be able to, you know, bip you off course a little bit, but you're gonna get back on course as long as you stay in the right frame.
Absolutely. So that's why I like to use all of these tools that I've been given.
Yeah.
And to navigate and get through these different things that's been thrown at you.
Man.
Always listen to the context. Always listening to the context. Get the whole story before you say anything. And you be all right.
That's it. Don't fall for the clickbait, y'all. To the next time. It's your
all right now.
In.
Yep. Talking with OC. That's how we do it. This is what we do. Since I'm over here on YouTube right now, live on YouTube. I gotta start putting that out there. But my guy Big AC came on to do all these NFL picks this week. This is how we do it. We may do it every other week. We may do it 1 week. We may do it the next week. So just keep out there following. Hit that like and subscribe. Just come holler at us. If you want to come on, make sure you hit me up on Instagram, talking with OC, talking _ OC. And come holler at us, come DM us, come share this. You know what I'm saying? Before we get out of here, I'd like to give a shout out to everybody who is out there that's doing something good with themselves. Everybody, I want to give a shout out to people who are still surviving, who are still going through something, and getting help for something that they're going through. Big shout out to those. And I also want to take this time to say, when I was growing up, I came in contact with a lot of different people. I made friends with some of them. Some of them was just people that was supposed to be in your life for a season, and then they're gone. And then others was lifetime friends, brothers, and all of that. I had a partner recently that just passed away. R.I.P. to him and his family. I mean, to him. Rest in peace to him, and condolences to his family. My guy, his name was Paul Fuller. He taught me some good lessons back in the day. He was older than me. I was in high school. They was on their way to college and things. So just learned about patience. Patience is a virtue. Patience is something that we all can use. And so this is Talking with OC. I'm your host, OC. Rest in peace, Paul. Rest in peace, Tyvon. Rest in peace, my other partner, Mike. It's been a tough year, but we keep going. We keep getting better, and we're gonna keep people's names alive that's in our lives. All right, it's Talking with OC. I'm your host, OC, and
Gamble when we rollin' the dice. Well, if that's the case, everything here is 4-3 and 7 on they ass when you talking with OC Claiborne. Real with it, homie, he Bayborn. Ain't tripping on these other podcasts cause they born. Pumping through your dial, it'll be worthwhile. Inhaling from the crest, they yelling that turf wild. Check the profile, every way he move is legit. If he put you on the station, then you know it's a hit. And ain't gon' quit, you can tell the way that I spit. Every word come with flames on it, fire the pit. CCC, 7th letter, we BG. Clocking dollars like we scamming off this DD. King of the hill, rest in peace, the king of the pill. That's Diz and Mac Dre, boy, I'm keeping it trill. Go. Not when you talking with OC. Not when you talking with OC. Not when you talking with OC. Gang lacing with no feet.